be one heck of a matchup.
Now the opening lineup for the Los Angeles Clippers. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Mason Plumlee out there with Robert Covington, and it's Westbrook in at the point. And for the Timberwolves, filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle, and it's Conley in at the 1.
Nice deflection there. Really trying to disrupt their offensive flow.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
Now here's Leonard. Plumlee, a screen on McDaniels. Pass to Westbrook.
When you're trying to score the ball, the last person you want to see coming at you is Rudy Gobert.
Gobert with a screen on Plumlee. Conley passes to Gobert. Ooh, stolen by Westbrook. And he commits the intentional foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
First team foul.
And here are the Clippers now. Plumlee, a screen on McDaniels. And the dunk by Leonard.
And you know he's so good coming off the pick and roll, but what do you have to take away? There's so many ways Leonard can hurt you offensively.
Here's Conley. That shot off the mark, and the Clippers will go the other way with it. It's George on the wing, guarded by Edwards. Plumlee passes to George. Back to Plumlee. Westbrook outside. Clock at 6. Plumlee against Gobert. Leonard outside. Goes back up. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist.
And this is where PG, at his height, because of his size, he's got that advantage to see over the defense and locate the open man.
Pass to Towns. Crosses over. And it's Towns with the power finish.
How about the bounce?
We could call that bounce per ounce. Can't be denied. Plumlee, a screen on Conley. Westbrook, the pass to George. And he can't get that one. Now Minnesota takes it the other way.
Well, still a few years out, but the Clippers have to be excited about moving into their own arena in 2024. So much innovation has gone into the design of the building, and it just looks incredible.
Now here's Gobert. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
This is Gobert going to work. I mean, he knows the inside contact can't stop him.
Covington, a screen on Conley. Out to Covington from outside the arc. Minnesota with a rebound. Amen. And the Clippers felt they needed to build their own arena to establish some identity.
Yeah, no doubt about it that they could be their own franchise away from the shared building with the Lakers. For so long in LA, they've been treated as sort of the second-rate team, and that just shouldn't happen. So having their own arena, it's moving them well into the right direction.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
George passes to Westbrook. Driving in. Oh, and just miss after miss right now. Minnesota in the lead. They are looking really strong offensively.
Yeah, just terrific momentum. Let's see if they can keep it up.
2 minutes.
Towns down low. Leonard defending. Oh, Leonard with the block.
And that's what you expect from one of the greatest defenders maybe this league has ever seen. Great play by Kawhi that time.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
And Minnesota has possession. After the Clippers picking up a basket just a moment ago. McDaniels from long range. Oh, George with a steal. And they're pushing it up. Here's Westbrook. It's good. Set up beautifully by George.
Don't say this much about guards, but big boy strength there as Westbrook does not give in to the aggressive defense.
Pass to Gobert. The kick out to Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
And despite the height disadvantage, oh my, he just attacks that interior.
Yeah, no stopping him on that play. Sometimes even the taller defenders are helpless to stop him.
It's good.
And Russell right now playing heads up, looking for guys.
The Timberwolves trail. Outside Conley. Pass to Towns. Outside Mcdaniels. Over to the wing. Gobert on the high post. Plumlee on him. George with a steal. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Takes it inside. It's blocked by Gobert. Edwards, the pass to Gobert. From deep, Conley. Plumlee pulls down the board. McDaniels against Leonard. And the dunk by Leonard.
What an athlete, as Kawhi gets a step on the D, and they're helpless.
Time called here. The Clippers decide to talk it over.
Let's give Coach credit. He's trying to find a way to squeeze the most out of every possession.
You got to feel good as a coach if you make all those adjustments, pull the right strings. That's what they love to do.
And the Clippers have possession. Covington, a screen on McDaniels. He gets it up. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. So at the end of one quarter. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Clippers.
Well, their hands resulting in plenty of steals in the early going, keeping the opposition there off balance.
And they've sort of assumed control of this game with their pressure defensively. They've been into the ball handler. They've done a great job of swarming. So they're creating some turnovers that they're capitalizing on.
So here are the 5 for the Clippers to start the second. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Robert Covington is out there with Mason Plumlee, and it's Westbrook in at the point. That's good from Covington on the assist by George. George has got his 4th assist in this one. Edwards, the pass to Towns.
Blocking foul. Russell Westbrook. Second personal foul. Second team foul.
Edwards against George. Edwards, the pass to Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
With incredible agility and reflexes, Gobert excels above the rim.
Covington, a screen on Conley. Westbrook with it. Towns covering. Westbrook against Towns. Westbrook, the pass to Plumlee. The ball's knocked loose, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Plumlee. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Right side, Edwards. Inside. Gobert, no good. The Clippers in the lead. Westbrook outside. And the layup is good off the glass. And pick and rolls never more prevalent in the league than they are right now. And there's always someone the defense has to leave open in those scenarios, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., you know, it's amazing. It's such a simple play, but it's so difficult to defend, especially with the shooting that we now see in the NBA and the great spacing on the floor. It's a play, as you said, every team uses and executes well in their offensive attack.
Here's Conley following the score by the Clippers. He takes it in, and he banks in the layup.
A cagey score on the inside. Conley has the smarts, and he has the skill.
George passes to Leonard, and stolen by Gobert. Edwards with it. He's picked up by Westbrook. Edwards can't hit. Oh, they get a hand on it. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. And the foul called on Paul George. That's his first foul of the game.
And there's just one foul now away from the penalty.
So for the Clippers, Zubac comes in for Plumlee, and it's Highland in for Russell Westbrook. Pass to Gobert. Timeout called, the Timberwolves. For the Clippers, Morris, he's checked in for Covington. Norm Powell comes in for Kawhi Leonard. And it's Gordon in for George. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Edwards. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
Team foul.
Free throw good, Edwards. And both free throws good for Edwards. And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. Here's Highland. He's guarded by Conley. Here's Zubac. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
Well, those interior passes can be dangerous sometimes, but if the timing is good and you execute it there, you can get easy hoops. Yeah, everybody knows that Bones nickname is going to stick for quite a while, but don't let it fool you. This guy is not afraid to take it inside and challenge bigger defenders.
Now here's Conley. Here's Gobert. Yes, great play by Conley to set it up. Gobert's got 6.
And just so mobile at his size. Once Gobert sets the screen, he rolls hard to the right spot.
Highland misses. And with Highland, the fearlessness he brings, it's what makes the fans love him, Brent.
Yeah, B.A., I like the Bones nickname, by the way, but the energy, it's infectious, and that's what Bones brings to the game. And when he gets hot, this guy tends to stay hot for a long time.
And so here are the Clippers, following the score by Minnesota.
And just a top-tier shot blocker in the league. Gobert's massive wingspan is a huge reason why he wipes away all those shots.
And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it.
Brent is checked in for Minnesota. Rivers comes in for Conley. And so Gobert nails both of them.
A defensive stalwart. Gobert knows this team expects him to be their anchor as well as rebound the rock.
Powell passes to Zubac. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
And he drops the first. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. The Timberwolves have gone 4 for 7 in the second quarter. Here's Prince. Misses the 3. The Clippers trail. There's 42 seconds left in the second quarter. Here's Highland, covered by Towns. 6 to shoot. Here's Highland. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Towns with the ball. Checked by Gordon. Towns down low. Gordon's on him. Gobert passes to Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
Woo! The whole arena felt that. Towns could just be merciless on offense.
He got it up. Out to Powell. And the first half comes to a conclusion.
The Clippers, 21.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. You look at Rudy Gobert in this game, he's been everywhere.
When he got good position and they got the ball to him, he was automatic.
Yeah, we'll see if the double teams start to come here in the second half to make them adjust offensively, but he's going to keep going at it.
Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. Austin Rivers out there with Edwards. And it's Prince in at the small forward position. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. McDaniels is checked in for Minnesota. Mike Conley comes in for Rivers. Now here's McDaniels. That one's good. And it's Towns with the assist. McDaniels got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. George against Gobert.
That straight line drive there from Paul George. You love to see him get in that attack mode. Let's see if he can cash in now at the line.
That's good from George.
Paul George.
And he makes both free throws.
Productive trip to the line. He doesn't like to leave points on the table.
Pass to Towns. Kawhi Leonard comes up with a rebound. And for the Clippers, they're shooting pretty well at 45%. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him.
Oh, it's stolen by Towns.
What hustle from him on defense. Great steal.
Conley with the ball. Picked up by Plumlee. And the ball is tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And that shot was going nowhere thanks to that aggressive swat.
Yeah, obviously he had the shot well anticipated, able to shut it down with authority.
Now here's Gobert. Give him 8. It's George on the wing. He's guarded by Conley. For Minnesota, they've gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. Outside Edwards. Uses the glass on the layup. Edwards has got 9.
Another shot right in the lane. That's been their MO this evening.
Timeout called, the Clippers. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Edwards against Westbrook. Some solid defense from Edwards. For Minnesota, they've gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. Rebound by the Clippers.
Despite the miss, those are the kind of looks coaches hope to create.
George outside. Pass to Plumlee. Kicks it to George. Covington, a screen on Edwards. George passes to Covington. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
I know this much about Robert Covington. You'll never find him short on effort. This is a high-energy guy on both ends of the floor.
It's both from the stripe. Well, Brent, any team loves to have a guy like Covington setting an example with his all-out play.
Yeah, B.A., you know how there are guys that bring along everybody with their offensive game? Covington does that with the defense. He's out there, he gives effort, he dives on the floor, he's going for loose balls, and all of a sudden the energy of the team is right behind Robert Covington's defense.
George passes to Leonard. Back to George. Westbrook outside. Down low. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots. They get the rebound. Out to Leonard. With the clock winding down.
That is showing up again later. Wow. Well, not only looking at Paul George get up, look at the guys on the bench loving it from PG.
Here's Conley. Plumlee pulls down the board. Plumlee's got 5 rebounds in the game. Pass to Westbrook. Plumlee a screen on Towns. Leonard for 3. And they recover it. Second chance effort. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Catches the defender a little bit out of position. Plumlee makes a strong move to take advantage.
And he makes a first.
Taking 2 shots.
Second free throw, no good. Now Conley. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Towns against Westbrook. Towns down low. No good with a layup. The Clippers have gone only 1 for 6 here in the second half. Pass to George. Lays it up and banks it in. George has got 6 in the quarter.
And there's the strength of Paul George just powering through and takes on the contact.
Now Gobert. Outside Conley. Back to Gobert. And it's stolen by Plumlee. Oh, and the fast break for the Clippers. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. To the inside. Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
You have to love what Gobert is doing on the offensive end so far. Staying active and finding lots of ways to contribute.
Zubats, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. The Clippers trail. Westbrook outside. Outside Covington. Leonard on the wing. McDaniels with some nice D.
And things are always changing throughout a game. Teams have to adjust on the fly.
And timeouts are a wonderful opportunity to just settle in and recollect the thoughts of your entire team. Not just the guys playing, but the entire team.
And Minnesota calls time here. For Minnesota, they've gone 4 of 9 in the third quarter. 16 seconds left in the third quarter. From deep, Conley nails it from 3. Conley's got 7.
Well, Conley can be a volume scorer from the arc. The defense can't let him just have those opportunities.
To the middle. Here's Zubats. And it's slammed in by Zubats.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, B.A.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team. The third quarter comes to a close. Timberwolves ahead. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
You have to love his unselfishness and ability to make those around him better.
Great hands, great vision. That makes great things happen for your offense.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the fourth in what is still anybody's ball game. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth, the two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Ivica Zubats out there with Robert Covington, and it's Westbrook in at the point guard position. Towns a screen on George, pass to Towns. And here's McDaniels. Here's Edwards. George defending. Shot clock at 6. Edwards, the pass to Gobert. Here's McDaniels. And it's out of bounds to Minnesota. Outside Edwards. Pass to Towns. Just 5 to shoot. With 1 on the clock. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. And the Timberwolves lead by 4. Westbrook, the pass to George. Over Edwards. Towns with a rebound.
Well, next time he should do a better job, I think, of getting balanced and set up his feet. That just throws your body way out of whack and hurts your percentages.
Conley passes to Gobert. Leonard against Conley. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen.
Kicks it to George. Zubats inside. Defended by Gobert. Covington, no good. Minnesota's gone 3 of 6 from deep so far. Conley with the ball. To the paint. Here's Gobert. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
One of the league's better floor generals, really over the last decade. Conley plays with an old-school pass-first mindset.
Covington, a screen on Edwards. George with it. Towns covering. Towns against George. Pass to Zubats. And it's slammed in by Zubats.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. Picked by Gobert. Conley passes to Gobert. Got a hand on it. Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Here's Leonard. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Towns. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they will count the bucket.
Well, at least the D was going for it, but he got to the ball just a moment late.
Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
They get it back.
2 minutes.
For Minnesota, they've gone 3 of 5 since this fourth quarter started. Down low. It's stolen by Leonard. Oh, and the fast break for the Clippers. Back to George. And now we've got an intentional foul.
Anthony Edwards. Third personal foul. Second team foul.
1:44 left to play in the fourth. Picked by Covington. Westbrook, the pass to Covington. Westbrook against Conley. And it's Westbrook that time on the assist from Covington.
And that's what a guy like Westbrook will do for you, willing his team forward in these big moments.
Towns, a screen on Westbrook. Pass to Gobert. That one no good. And Los Angeles the other way now. George passes to Westbrook. Covington, a screen on Conley. Takes a three. Covington, that one's good. And now just a 1-point Minnesota lead.
Calm, cool, and Covington. Big time shot.
Conley on the attack. Pass to Gobert. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. It goes on Russell Westbrook.
Yeah, and you have to try to make something happen. I mean, they have to be aggressive at this point, even if it's risking a foul.
So the first one drops, and that'll put him up 2.
Gobert often hits for a higher percentage from the field than he does from the line, but they really need his free throws here.
And you just have to understand that hours and hours of practice mean that clutch free throws become easy.
Wow, that takes steady nerves right there.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
Pass to Gobert. Now here's Towns. Outside McDaniels. 5 on the clock. Count it!
All-out effort from Towns, putting the team on his back and getting them the shot they need.
8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. For 3, Covington. And it's in. Oh! An enormous three-pointer!
During this final quarter, he's erupted from outside the arc. Just assume every three he takes now is going in.
12 seconds left in the game. Picked by Gobert. Here's Conley. Count it!
Captain Clutch, one of Conley's many monikers, appropriate here. Just wow.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. They're behind by 2. 3 seconds left in the fourth quarter. All right, guys, what's your take?
They could actually go for a 3 and win here, but I think they may play it safe and try to send this game to overtime.
Clippers substitution. Marcus Morris Sr.
A 3 off the inbound. So it's a narrow victory for the Timberwolves, pulling it out for the W. What a performance they had here at home today.
I'll tell you what, these are the ones that are so nice to win and so tough to lose. I love it.
I smack clowns with mad style.
this game, it's a battle of the bigs. Two fantastic centers, Clark, in this matchup tonight. Some throwback basketball.
Well, you know, there was a time, Kevin, when centers dominated the league. And as you said, tonight we're going to throw it back to those days.
So the opening lineup for the Suns. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Durant is out there with Ayton. And it's Octopi in at the small forward. Here's Durant, and then Durant with the jam.
Totally unselfish play there from Ayton. Sends the ball to someone with a wide open look.
Conley dishes to Gobert. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Now here's Booker. He's covered closely. Outside Durant. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. And about a minute gone here in the first quarter.
And never say never, but we might never see another player who combines the length and guard skills of Kevin Durant. He's a player who completely breaks the mold. Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
And when you think about Durant's singularity as a player, Steve Kerr said he's more gifted than Michael Jordan. And Craig, what do you think of that?
Well, Steve's had a first-hand view coaching KD and playing alongside Jordan. He didn't say greater, but more gifted. I think it's a conversation.
And that one is good.
Well, his game offensively is fully developed. Durant has no holes in his offensive game. Comfortable from any place on the floor.
Conley, the pass to Gobert. And he commits the intentional foul.
Paul Anthony Towns. First personal foul. First team foul.
Just about 2 minutes into the game. First quarter of basketball. To the left wing. Ayton, the pass to Octopi. With the drive.
And the reach and height of Gobert, it literally makes it impossible to score over him. He's able to get all over that shot.
Shot clock at 5. Octopi for 3. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. And here is Conley. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And he's been a terrific point guard in this league for a long time. Mike Conley just knows how to play.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Paul kicks to Booker. There's the dish to Ayton. Kicks it out to Booker. He can't get that one. Gobert with the defensive effort. And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Oh, and there's the foul. It's on Josh Octopi. That's foul number 2 for him.
Team foul.
On defense, the Suns. And it's Conley penetrating.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Here's Towns.
Excellent coverage from Durant. Able to guard multiple positions due to his size, athleticism, and length.
Now, Greg, a disappointing ending to the playoffs last season, certainly for the Phoenix Suns.
Well, came in the top seed in their conference only to make a second-round exit after a grueling Game 7. So this season might be revenge time for this group.
We've got 1:48 left here in the first quarter. Paul passes to Ayton. Back to Paul. Near the three-point line, it's Booker. Clock at 4. And Chris Paul, the bucket, on the assist from Booker.
Sweet find there by Booker. All eyes on him with the ball, and Devin understands that. That has a nice feel for giving up the rock.
Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and power.
And both free throws good for Durant.
Really always a plus to have a big guy stroke it from the line like that. The soft touch on full display.
Edwards kicks to Towns. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. Phoenix has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Paul looking around. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Outside Edwards. Gobert with a screen for Edwards. No good on that one. And Phoenix the other way now. Outside, KD. Passes it to Ayton. Plenty of room to knock down the shot.
Boy, that's an example of Durant's basketball IQ and awareness, both platinum level.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Edwards, and he banks in the layup.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
And that one drops.
What a sweet assist by CP3.
12 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Conley, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
It does a lot for Conley's overall game when he's attacking. He wants to give the D more to worry about than just passing and shooting.
And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights for the Sun. He notched 8. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Suns.
I really like how they're knifing inside with confidence, exploiting any openings they see in the defense, taking advantage.
And also, guys, they're playing for one another right now. All those extra passes are leading to easy buckets.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Suns. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Andre Ayton out there with Durant, and it's Octopi in at the 3. It's stolen by Gobert. And now Minnesota on the fast break. Edwards leading the charge. Here's Towns. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Ayton's got his 4th rebound in this one. Booker dishes to Durant. Ayton sets the pick for Durant. Latrey, 6 on the shot clock. Here's Octopi. Here's Ayton. That shot no good. Gobert with the defensive effort. The Timberwolves trail.
Well, many thought the Suns would let Ayton walk as a restricted free agent, but they had no hesitation matching the offer to bring him back. It looks like he'll be a Sun for the foreseeable future.
Built like a linebacker, Edwards is not your average off guard, folks.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
Chris Paul picks up that one. The Timberwolves shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. Greg, we know from time to time things get pretty chippy out there. What kind of things would get under your skin when you played in the NBA?
Oh, guys tended to talk a little trash, and that could rattle you. That could bother you at times, but you really just tried to maintain your focus and keeping your eye on the prize.
What fun would it be to play with a guy like CP3? I mean, if you get open, he's finding you, and his leadership skills are unquestioned. That guy would be a joy to play with.
Edwards drives in, and stolen by Booker. Durant with it. Conley picks him up, and there it is for him.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Timberwolves trail by 4. Conley kicks to Towns. That's in there. Conley with the assist.
In the paint, Towns is just a nightmare for defenders. His size is a huge advantage.
And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Pass to Octopi. Ayton Aiton a screen on Towns. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And there's the call by the official. They'll count the basket here following the goaltending call.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
And so Conley will bring the ball up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Trailing by 4. Has to Gobert. Outside Conley. Back to Gobert. Drops in the layup for 2.
And using his insane wingspan and athletic frame, Gobert can flat out dominate down low.
Now here's Durant. McDaniels defending. The drive by KD.
Oh, I love watching him flush it home, showing how easily he can get off the ground and bang it.
Edwards against Booker. Edwards, that's good. Edwards got 6 here in this quarter.
Boy, how about the strength of Edwards, confident in taking on defenders and finishing.
1:24 left in the first half. Aiton a screen on Conley. Ball passes to Aiton. And the 3 off target.
You know, he's not a knockdown shooter from there, but when you're that uncovered, you almost are forced to take it.
McDaniels gets to Conley. Towns a screen on Paul. Here's Conley. Towns.
That extraordinary reach combined with good timing makes Durant a real threat as a shot blocker.
The Suns have gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. He dishes it to Paul. 51 seconds left to play here in the half. And Durant gets double teamed. Booker the pass to Okogie. Back to Booker. Suns moving the ball around. And it's blocked. What a play as he just snatches the shot out of it in. To the inside. And Towns gets it to go. And that's now 6 points for Karl Anthony Towns.
Excellent job by Towns to stick with it. Didn't let the defender get to him there.
There's 18 seconds left here in the second. Ball gets to Aiton. They grab their own miss. Out to the right wing. Here's Booker.
Oh, man.
And love how fearless Booker can be. Even the foul doesn't deter him from finishing off his business.
The Suns have made 3 free throws so far. Haven't missed any. 5 seconds left to play in the first half. With 2 seconds left, and Edwards with the stuff.
Nice there, getting the reverse. Love that. And the fans got a little show there.
Guys, that one definitely had a little something. Thanks so much, David and Wilson.
Your Minnesota Timberwolves, 24. The Suns, 25.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Conley in at the point. So that's the Timberwolves 5.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
Here's KD. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now, 6 for 8 on the night.
Durant's ability to score in a lot of different ways is huge, and he makes it look easy.
Edwards passes to Conley. Back to Edwards. And finished off by McDaniel.
Oh, he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
And I like it. I mean, some coaches might want to see just a sure-handed lay-in there, but for me, I don't mind a little extra.
And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. The Suns leading. KD with it. Picked up by Edwards. Durant kicks to Booker. Durant sets a screen for Booker. To the right side. For three, Octopi. Good. A nice assist from Booker. Booker's got 3 assists now in this one.
Knocked down that time by Josh Okogie. He's been working on that jump shot, and you can tell, trying to be more consistent with it.
Towns, a screen on Booker. Edwards finds Towns. Over Booker. Towns, no luck. Phoenix leading by 4. Paul with the bucket. Paul's got his second bucket.
Paul working around the defense that time to get a close shot inside.
And we talk about the playmaking ability of CP3. 3rd all-time in career assists, 2nd all-time in career assist percentage, and he looks far from done.
Paul with the ball. Feeds it to Ayton. Here's Octopi, defended by Towns. Just 4 to shoot. Baseline J on the way. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. And Greg, what separates Paul from the other 2 guys that have more career assists is that Paul also averaged 18 points a game.
And he scores with efficiency. Really a one-of-a-kind talent. When he finally does decide to hang him up, I think he'd make a great head coach as well.
The Timberwolves have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
And now we're 3 minutes into the 3rd quarter of play. Paul kicks to Ayton. Booker outside.
2 minutes.
KD sets the pick for Booker. Shoots over McDaniel. And it's in there. Durant's got 4 points in the quarter.
And that bucket by KD is why he is so lethal. Durant can straight up save possession.
Edwards passes to Gobert. .130 left in the 3rd quarter. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark. And there's the pass to KD. Down low. It's tipped. Now here's Edwards. 10 points for him. Conley finds Edwards. And he drives in. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Ayton a screen on Conley. Passes it to Ayton. Beyond the arc. Booker the pass to Paul. Good. And a nice assist from Booker. Paul's got the lead up to 6 now for the Suns.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you know, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is. That's a tough shot.
And the basket by Gobert.
And he's a pure point guard to put terrific dishes. Conley finds open teammates at times before they realize they're open.
And it's Paul penetrating. Outside for Durant. Here he goes. Gobert with the block.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, don't give them another possession here.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Good on the bucket.
So shrewd and elusive on the drive. Once Paul sees an opening in the defense, this guy goes into attack mode.
So the Timberwolves called their first timeout. We've seen Kevin Durant really having a great game.
Boy, he's been killing them all night, and the defense looks like it's practically packed it in.
Here's Towns. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Suns lead by 4. And how about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. On the court now for the Suns, getting going here in the fourth. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Durant is out there with Ayton. And it's Octopi in at the 3, the small forward. And then Durant with the dunk.
And the handles from Durant are downright filthy, using them to cut up the defense there with ease. And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Edwards against Booker to the paint. Ayton gets to Durant. 4 on the shot clock. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Towns a screen on ball. Conley with a wide open look. Offensive rebound. Out to Edwards. And another shot. And he lays it up and in. Edwards got 4 points now in the quarter.
Boy, you love to see Edwards shine on offense like this. I know it's got to be making his coach happy, too.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Mike Conley. Second personal foul. First team foul.
First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. Ayton in the corner from deep. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. And the Suns lead by 5.
And I'll tell you what, stretch bigs are getting bigger. Ayton, MB, Big Cat, this is the future.
Towns with the bucket. That's now 8 points for Karl Anthony Towns.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
Paul finds Ayton. Good ball movement here by the Suns. Outside, KD. 5 to shoot. The Suns need to get a shot off. Ayton and the Suns tack on 2 more.
I love the confidence. And Ayton knows he must continue to hone his jumper, especially shooting it off the catch.
Conley, the pass to Edwards. Back to Conley. Paul with the steal. Here we go, one-on-one. And here's Booker from the arc. Another 3 for Phoenix. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Suns.
They have been a wrecking ball defensively, coming up with steals, being active with their hands, and just doing a terrific job of disrupting the rhythm.
You know something else, guys? You know, they came out of that tunnel sprinting in a full stride sprint. That translated to the floor and lots of success in the fast break game.
Here's Towns driving inside.
And no help on that one. Towns, long strides. It all the way to the rack. Way to go, big fella.
Here's Paul. Outside, KD. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Well, you look at Durant, and it's obvious. He feels like he's got so much more to prove. I mean, he's as driven a player as you'll find in this league. That's part of his greatness.
That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Timberwolves have gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. Edwards dishes to Towns. 13 feet away. Outside, Edwards. No good on the triple.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
KD sets the pick for Paul. Durant against Conley. Outside Durant, over Conley. Ayton wide open. Taps in, coming off the assist from KD. And 12 points for DeAndre Ayton. Ball against Conley. To the middle. Here's Towns. Durant with some nice deep.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
And it's Paul with the ball for the Suns. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. Ayton finds Durant. Plays it up and banks it in. And now an 11-point Suns lead.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished. Michael Conley with excellent vision on that pass.
Suns on offense, and Phoenix can just let the clock run down here. Ayton in the corner, right wing. KD sets the pick for Paul. Off target from outside. So it's Phoenix picking up the win. They came in. All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is...
I smack clowns with mad style.
Both rosters filled with veterans.
No surprises tonight, BA. These guys have faced off on various teams so many times, they know all of their opponent's tricks.
Here are the 5 for the Suns. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. DeAndre Ayton is out there with Kevin Durant, and it's Okogie in at the 3 spot.
The long arms and quick hands of Durant jump starting to break.
And the Clippers have possession. Coming off a Suns make, Westbrook the pass to George. Covington a screen on Paul. Here's George. Durant pulls it in. Pass to Ayton. Back to Durant. Here's Okogie. Banked it in off the glass.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Now here's Covington. Ooh, pops the J after a cagey pass fake.
Excellent pass, PG-13, keeping his eyes up, using his vision.
You know, thinking about the Clippers' history, those Lob City days really stand out, Smitty.
Yes, BA, one of the most fun eras in recent NBA history. Blake and DeAndre throwing down alley-oops from CP3. That team had their own style, attitude. I love watching that Lob City group play.
Paul, it doesn't go for him. Westbrook with the defensive effort. Leonard outside.
Russell Westbrook's ranks on the all-time list are incredible. He's in the top 100 for points, rebounds, assists, and steals. And don't forget, he's the triple-double king.
And with Westbrook, is there anyone you could see breaking his triple-double record?
BA, I think Luka Doncic has a chance. He's already in the top 10 on that list and has a long career ahead of him. I remember thinking no one would break Oscar's record, but Russell did it.
Now here's Westbrook. Knocks it loose. Zubac passes to Westbrook. Driving inside and finished off by Westbrook.
His first step, we know, quickness, second to none. Westbrook almost impossible to stop when he gets downhill.
Nice shot by Durant.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
The Clippers have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Here's Westbrook. Ooh, Ayton with the block.
Yeah, Ayton has all the physical gifts of a great shot blocker. Size, length, and agility.
And he stays with it. Covington passes to Leonard. Second chance shot. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
And coming into the league, Kawhi Leonard was viewed as a raw prospect, a solid athlete and defender, but someone that needed to work on his jumper.
Well, Smitty, there's no question Kawhi has put a lot of hours into developing his jump shot.
And you see the results now. He's become one of the game's elite scorers because of the hard work he put in, even becoming lethal from outside the arc.
Here's Westbrook following the score by Phoenix. Pass to George, back to Westbrook. Inside. Zubac passes to Covington. Leonard outside. And that one's long.
Hey, sometimes the best looks don't equate to points.
Now here's Ayton. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter. Okogie's shot is off. On offense, here are the Clippers. George left side. Leonard with the ball. Durant covering. Pass to Zubac. To the middle. Oh, deflected. Out of bounds as Los Angeles keeps possession.
Almost had the steal. You have to love the pressure defense.
Fantastic anticipation. He has active hands. Even though he doesn't come away with the turnover, he's disrupting their offensive flow.
For Phoenix, they've gone 4 of 7, shooting a solid percentage. And the foul called on Paul George. That's his first foul. Here's Paul. Pass to Okogie. Launches it. Unable to get that one. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. Here's Leonard. Nice D from Durant.
I'm not sure what happened on that play. May have relaxed a little bit once he got to the rim.
Booker, the pass to Paul. Back to Booker. Oh, the go-ahead bucket, no good. For Los Angeles, they've gone only 2 of 6 from the field. Westbrook finds Leonard. The Suns clear it. 17 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Pass to Okogie. Ooh, stolen by Westbrook. Shot to end the cold streak, and Westbrook slams it home.
Calling his own number, Russ is as confident a player as you will find.
And at the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Man, it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Clippers guys.
Attacking relentlessly, drawing fouls. They won that first quarter at the stripe.
Some people might feel they got some hometown calls, but when your team is pushing the action, you often get the benefit of the doubt.
And so, in the game for Phoenix, the deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Josh Okogie is out there with Kevin Durant, and it's Ayton in at the center position. Now here's Ayton, and the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
I mean, he had the right idea, but his timing was just a little off, and it resulted in a goaltend.
George against Booker. And yep, it's good. George has got his first basket.
At 6'8", Paul George is a threat inside, looking very comfortable from in there.
Well, these Suns have had a successful past couple of seasons.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, they certainly know the greatness they're capable of. They can give you a lot of confidence out there on the floor, even against other elite teams.
Now here's Westbrook. He has 6. Out to Covington. Takes the 3. Gets the 3 to fall. Covington's got 5 points.
No second guessing on that shot from Robert Covington.
Pass to Okogie. Back to Paul. To the inside. Durant. And it's slammed in by Durant.
This is who you want leading that play. A sure passer with great awareness.
It's George on the wing. Booker defending. George's shot is off.
He is so good attacking the rim. It's rare to see him denied like that.
Here's Okogie. Yes. And it's Paul with the assist that time. Now it's a 3-point Suns lead.
As a distributor, Paul is just a machine. He's constantly creating for his guys.
Outside Covington. Beyond the arc. Oh, and another 3 for the Clippers.
Anything you can do, I can do better. That one felt a little personal right there.
Sometimes it's a matter of pride, answering back with a 3 of his own.
Now here's Booker. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. Back to Okogie. Just 5 on the clock. To the paint. And it's stolen by Plumlee. Leonard finds some space, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
There's a reason Russell Westbrook ranks among the greatest ever in terms of assists. He excels at getting the ball to his open teammates.
And last year's outcome was so unfortunate for Paul and the Phoenix Suns, Grant.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, the best record in the league by 8 games. You know, it kind of seemed like Paul might finally get that ring. Just a heartbreaking loss for them against Dallas in Game 7.
Here's Highland. And now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter here. Morris can't hit. Phoenix has gone 2 for 2 from the arc here in the second. Paul passes to Ayton. Outside Booker. Back to Aiden. And it's stolen by Plumlee. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Morris on the wing. Doubled by Durant. Plumlee passes to Morris. 6 to shoot. Here's Gordon. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It goes on Chris Paul. That free throw good from Gordon.
And you oftentimes hear about players at peace with their game. Well, that is Eric Gordon, a knockdown shooter with physicality. Plenty of room for that in today's NBA.
Now here's Paul. And he drives in. Ooh, good D by Plumlee. 1:05 left to play in the half. He buries it from 3. And the Clippers lead by 4. And Gordon, the 7th pick back in 2008 grad. Never quite an all-star, but he's been an impact player at times in his career.
Well, you know, B.A., I mean, he's been a key contributor to some quality teams. When his shot gets going, you can be in trouble. I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. Here's Gordon going inside. It's tipped. Here's Octopi. He's checked by Plumlee. Powell with a steal. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Here's Highland. Oh, and another 3 for the Clippers. 23 seconds left in the second.
If you can, use up the clock en route to the last shot.
But you know, this is where your patience is tested. If you shoot too quickly, you give your opponent a chance to close out the quarter.
Outside Paul with 4 on the clock. And the layup is up and in. Paul's gotten 4 this quarter.
It's not enough to be in attack mode. You have to know how to attack. Chris Paul finding the soft spot in that defense.
Time called here. The Clippers decide to talk it over. Here's Highland. No good. Misses at the buzzer. Appreciate it, Allie.
24.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. How about Robert Covington displaying all his skills today?
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
The two-way threats of George and Leonard in the wing pair. Robert Covington is out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Westbrook in at point guard. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers.
In terms of offense, the Clippers have been up and down in recent years. When they're healthy, they're dangerous. When they're not, it's a struggle.
Paul for 3, and that comes off the assist by Durant. Durant's got 3 assists in the game.
Dialed in from deep. I love watching Chris Paul read defenses and take what they give him.
Doubled by Durant. Here's Leonard, and the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. And Smitty with the Clippers, it shows how important depth is to an NBA offense.
But yeah, you know this. It's great to have a powerful first unit, but if your second unit can't carry its weight, it's a fragile situation.
That's what he does. Rock solid at the line.
And it's slammed in by Durant.
Offensively, just what you're hoping for with that possession. KD coming down on the rim.
George for 3. Kevin Durant with a rebound. Durant's got 4 rebounds in the game. Aiden with it. He's picked up by Westbrook. And Paul gets it to go. Extremely competitive game thus far.
Yeah, 6 lead changes in total. I expect there to be more to come.
For 3, George sinks it from distance. George has got 5 now.
Though he doesn't show a lot of expression, PG-13 is ultra competitive. Claps back from distance.
Outside Durant. There's the triple. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Zubac has got 4 rebounds now. Leonard against Paul. Leonard passes to Covington. Leonard with a screen on Durant. Out to Leonard. The 3. And the Clippers hit again from deep.
The three-point numbers for Kawhi Leonard, they show this man is elite from deep.
Pass to Aiden. Here's Octopi. We've seen a lot of coaches make the transition from college to the NBA. Smitty, what are the biggest challenges in making that leap, you think?
I think gaining trust from your players is totally different from the NBA and college. Also, the pace of the game. Not the speed of the players, but the flow of gameplay itself. And finding the soft spot in an NBA defense is much harder than it is in college.
Shot by Leonard, no good.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Durant with it, and it's Leonard picking him up. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Then Kevin Durant post-Achilles surgery. No apparent decline, Grant. Last season, the 3rd highest scoring average of his career.
I mean, incredible. Almost 30 points a game. Think about this. 2 of the 4 times he's led the league in scoring, he did it averaging less points per game. And his efficiency, good as ever.
Now here's Westbrook. Give him 8 points now. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Look at the focus. When Russell Westbrook zeroes in, he's next level.
And the Phoenix Suns have been a completely different team since acquiring Chris Paul. He's the leader of this team, and he helps set the tone on both ends.
Here's Paul. 12 points for him. .146 left in the 3rd quarter. Outside Durant. Shot clock at 5. And it's slammed in by Durant.
Throws it down emphatically.
He's got serious hops, right? You add that to his ability to penetrate, that's 2 easy points. Boy, the city of Phoenix really embracing Chris Paul as soon as he arrived.
Yeah, I mean, he's in the latter stages of his career now. But you would never know it based on how hard he plays every single night. He just makes everyone on this team so much better.
So it's the Clippers now. The Suns getting their last shot to go. Boy, the offense has been on point.
They have great timing and great communication. So hard to get stops against them.
Highland, he's checked in for the Clippers. And here's Paul, screened by Durant. To the middle. Here's Ayton. He's off on the layup. The Clippers trail. For 3, Powell. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Ayton's got 6 rebounds in the game. Paul passes to Ayton. Over Plumlee. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. And they're not happy with the call here. Coach has given the signal. He's going to use his challenge. Probably a good idea in such a close contest.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen so many of these personal foul calls still disputed even after the video review.
There's no
the previous play is under
these calls, but at least we have the option to take a second look so the officials can be sure they get it right.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
One more time for your Clippers Spirit Dance Team.
Take a break. Take a break.
2 shots.
First free throw is good. The 2021-22 season felt like a lost one for the Clippers. Kawhi and Paul George both hurt.
So true. I mean, but B.A., those two together, healthy, are scary. A finals-level duo. It kind of shows you how you can plan, build an awesome roster, but injuries can derail it all.
Woo! He got a clean look, and he makes the defense pay for disrespecting him.
Pass to Octopi. Booker against Gordon. And here's Ayton. 4 on the clock. The Suns need to get off a shot. From the arc. And they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds. Five ticks left in the third quarter of the game. That's the end of the third, and it's tied up. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the fight. 3 tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth. Los Angeles has gone 7 of 11 from outside the arc. Nice percentage from distance so far. On the floor for Phoenix. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Kevin Durant is out there with Josh Octopi. And it's Ayton in at the center position, filling out the middle. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Phoenix has gone 4 of 8 from 3. A nice percentage. Outside Paul. And that one goes. He's now recorded his 5th bucket in 8 tries.
This continues to be a battle. The lead is within reach.
The direction this game is headed is going to come down to a couple key buckets by either team.
Here's Highland. Morris, a screen on Paul. Highland misses. And for the Suns, their shooting continues to impress. 65% from the field. Here's Paul. Count that one. He's scoring at a nice clip. He's 6 of 9 tonight.
Chris Paul is so skilled at scoring, getting it done right now.
And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him.
And it's a completely new group for the Clippers. And Booker pulls it down.
Huge challenge at the rim. The defender could not have played that any better.
Here's Durant. The shot from the low post is good. And now it's a 4-point Suns lead.
When Kevin Durant is shooting this efficiently, it's lights out. Defense better make a change.
George's shot is good.
0 rim protection. Unforgivable in a tight ball game like this.
And I love the play call. This is where you get the ball into the hands of your closers, where they can do something with it.
And the shot goes in.
So clever on his takes inside. Chris Paul is adept at carving his way through the deep.
Here's Leonard. Yep, that one goes.
In a tight one like this, you have to trust in his ability.
The Suns have got all 4 shots to go in this final quarter. Outside Paul. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. Paul's got 14 points here in the second half.
When things get tight, he goes hard to the rim. That is a big-time basket.
Here's George. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
And that was the right decision. When you're in need of a bucket, you go to your most trusted guys.
And it was great execution. Clutch effort all the way around.
Now here's Paul. And there's the drive. Ayton, the open look. It's good. The assist that time from Paul.
You love Ayton's energy on offense. He relishes every chance he gets to put up points for his team.
George draws the double. Westbrook outside. Pass to Zubac. And that one drops for him.
And you look at how they've come out in the second half. It's almost like night and day.
In this half, a more entertaining one. The pace is picked up, tougher defense, better ball movement.
Out to Covington to take the lead. Fires in the triple. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Clippers.
Their defense, it's their defense. It has been downright incredible so far, being disruptive and coming up with steals left and right.
Yeah, one thing I think they should continue doing is attacking the break, because right now, this defense has no answer for them when they do this.
Now here's Westbrook. Here in the fourth quarter, just under 2.5 gone by. And the jam by Covington.
Robert Covington, we see you, big fella. We see you.
Ball passes to Durant. Phoenix calls timeout. They're down by 3. 1:21 left in the fourth quarter of this one. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Monty Williams was going over with his team. And with every possession being critical, he was clear with his team. Quote, this is what we prepared for. Keep your focus, stay in the moment, and execute. He believes that's the path to victory, guys.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. Now here's Westbrook. Back to Covington. Pass to Westbrook. 5 to shoot.
Good aggression from KD on D, hustling to get a hand on the shot.
Leonard for 3. It's hauled in by the Suns. Here's Octopi. Here's Ayton. Right side Durant. Will it go? Yes! And that one brings them within 1.
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Incredible shot with everything on the line coming through for his team.
Octopi, second.
That one misses for Westbrook.
Yeah, I'm sure the haters are grinning at home. Here's Westbrook's chance to silence them all.
On the wing, Durant. Money! Oh, what a sensational bucket! That brings him within 1.
And that's what he does. KD, a crunch time assassin.
And I think we'll see him milk the clock a bit.
Yeah, seems like the heady move right now.
About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Inside, Zubac. Money!
And they aren't over the limit yet. And looking to even the score with a huge 3.
This is where you want to run a play. Don't just walk it up and heave it.
Ooh, stolen by Westbrook. So a close game sees the Clippers taking... Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it.
I smack clowns with mad style.
on the guard matchup tonight, Greg. Both these teams rely on their backcourts to lead the way for them.
And if anything, it should make for an entertaining basketball game. And it becomes a little bit of a chess match when it's a backcourt duel. Those are always fun.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. Two big men inside, Towns and Gobert. And it's Conley in at the one.
Now, Paul George balances his perimeter game with the ability to work in the painted area.
Conley feeling it out. Towns high post. Back to Conley. Towns a screen on Westbrook. Conley dishes to Towns. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet.
Well, if you want to pinpoint one thing about Mike Conley, it's his feel for the game. That's a pretty pass.
Leonard with the screen on Edwards. George finds Leonard. Minnesota with the rebound.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
And the assets traded by the Wolves for Rudy Gobert surprised a lot of people. In essence, 5 first-round picks, 3 of them unprotected. They better hope this thing works out. A lot right.
Well, if you're on the defensive end, you can't fall for Rudy Gobert's tricks. This guy is very crafty at using that up fake.
And since 1999, the Clippers and the Lakers have shared their downtown LA arena. The only NBA teams to split a venue, but that's going to change soon.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Back to Leonard. Over Towns. Leonard the pass to Plumlee.
To me, that's about the length and strength of upper body by Karl Anthony Towns. He's just destroying people with his defense.
Clock at 6. And it's Leonard missing. The Clippers broke ground on their new arena, set to open in Inglewood in 2024. I've seen the footprint. You fly right into LAX, and you see it every time. It's going to be beautiful.
And that'll be huge for the Clips. They're trying to create their own identity in Southern California. Having a venue just for the Clippers will help.
I'll tell you, everything went right in terms of execution. He just can't get it to go.
It's Edwards on the wing. Leonard against Edwards. Plumlee sets the pick for Leonard. Gobert against Plumlee. He doesn't hit that one. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. Outside Edwards. Lets the 3 fly. Conley's shot is off. Clippers trail by 3.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And so Gobert will bring it up for Minnesota. The Timberwolves working the ball around them. And Edwards with the stuff.
Boy, the quickness off the dribble drive by Anthony Edwards. Being able to put it on the deck, so important.
Outside Leonard. Covington setting the pick for Leonard. Stolen by McDaniels. And here we go. Poked away. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Inside, Plumlee with the steal. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. George has got the ball.
You see, Paul George just understands how to use his length and his size. He is such a tough cover close to the basket.
This is his first free throw of the game. And George drops them both.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Outside Conley. There's the pass to Towns. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And with the 15th pick in the 2011 draft, Kawhi Leonard wasn't highly touted coming out of high school or college.
Listen, even in the pros, recognition took a while. How about this? He won Finals MVP and Defensive Player of the Year
before he ever made an all-star team. Now, one of the 75 greatest.
You know, Doris, there's some pretty cool stories, aren't there, about Kawhi Leonard and what he has done in the community.
There really are, Kevin. I think about it. When he wins the Defensive Player of the Year award, that comes with a car. And instead of using it for his own personal use, he donated that to a children's welfare charity. This is the same guy who gave 1 million backpacks to kids in need in Los Angeles. Just a few of the things he does for his community.
Gobert with the block.
Well, let's remember, Rudy Gobert has got a 7'9" wingspan. Sometimes it's just easy picking sending it back. Oh, Anthony Edwards thinks this game is a dunk contest. Go ahead, young sir. What a finish.
And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here. Here's Westbrook, still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. George up top. Edwards defending. Covington's shot is off. Timberwolves leading by 7. Gobert the pass to McDaniels. Over in the corner, Conley. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip. And guys are making their shots. That's critical.
And an overpowering first quarter effort. Already a double-digit advantage. Timberwolves. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Timberwolves.
And right from the jump, they've been working hard to establish themselves inside, using agility and power to get shots in the paint.
And their assist total, also impressive early, creating with the pass and playing for teammates.
On the court for Minnesota, 2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Conley in at the 1. Outside for George. 3 on the clock. And there's the drive. And George with the stuff.
Well, you love how Paul George finishes on the drive. That is a powerful dunker right there.
Doris, one thing that stood out about the Timberwolves last season was their fast-paced play.
No doubt, Kevin, and you can trace that directly to the head coaching position in Chris Finch. This is a group that loved to push the basketball up the floor, wanted to catch defenses before they had a chance to dig in the half court. And remember, that is the classic mark of a youthful team, particularly one with the athleticism that Anthony Edwards brings.
No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. That 3 off the mark. And here comes Leonard leading the fast break. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And here's Covington from the arc. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got 4 rebounds in this game. Gobert with a screen on George. Edwards got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
Man, that strength and concentration from Anthony Edwards. Yes, there's contact. Doesn't bother him.
Zubats with the screen for George. And the 3 ball is good. George has got 9 points.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work. Wow, the size and speed of Towns, a natural-born highlight reel.
Clippers trail by 12. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Back to Westbrook. Gobert with the block. And now the Timberwolves on the break. And it's Towns missing. And so George will bring it up for Los Angeles. And Westbrook, here we go. And the layup falls.
Well, there's only one way Russell Westbrook knows how to play, and that is attack mode all the time. Nice drive.
Gobert with a screen on Westbrook. Conley the pass to Gobert. And the rejection by Zubats. George against Edwards. And George kicks to Westbrook. Oh, and with all the gifted range shooters in this league, Doors, it seems like in the clutch, more teams go for those long-distance, quote-unquote, Hail Mary threes rather than 2 quick field goals inside.
Well, it makes sense if you have guys who work on those types of shots. We see Stephen Curry do this all the time. But I don't always agree that that should be the play. If you have the time, go for high-percentage 2-point looks.
Conley, the pass to Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
Rudy Gobert emphatically finishes that one. Nicely done.
George looking over the floor. Here's Zubac. That one, no good. Gobert with the defensive effort. Timberwolves leading by 13. The kick out to Towns. And that one falls, coming off Conley's feet. Conley's got 5 assists in the game.
No hesitation from Karl Anthony Towns. Ball is delivered. He makes the assist look easy.
And the Clippers call time here. And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. 1:30 left now here in the second.
And for years, Mike Conley had an interesting title. The best player to never make an All-Star game. Well, that changed in 2021 when Conley was named an All-Star.
And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one is on Towns. For Mike Conley, year 13 was lucky for him, going to that first All-Star game.
And that was the longest wait ever to become an All-Star. Conley, 33 at the time of that first selection, just shows you the work ethic of Mike, always trying to improve.
Conley with it, guarded now by Morris. It's Edwards on the wing. Stolen by Gordon. Driving the lane, and then Gordon with the dunk.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
And here is Conley. Count it. Conley's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, inside, Mike Conley has got to be savvy, and he is in that instance.
Clippers trail by 14. Here's Highland. And the wide open shot from Morris. And it's off from 3-point range. Minnesota's gone 2 of 4 from 3-point range so far in the second quarter. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Takes the 13-footer. They get it back. Here's Gobert. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
Well, putting all of that 7-foot frame to use, Rudy Gobert has been one of the consistent offensive rebounders in the league.
And here's Morris for 3. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. Thank you, David. We'll be back at wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. We're seeing a tremendous game from Mike Conley.
Yeah, something that isn't his strength, but he's done a great job of finding the open man.
Well, what he did was sustain it throughout the first half. He ran the offense to absolute perfection.
Marcus Morris is out there with Powell. Then it's Plumlee. Then there's Gordon. And it's Highland in at the point guard position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Tries again, and it's sent back by Plumlee. And he recovers it, and he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw. For Minnesota, they have hit just 2 free throws and 5 attempts today. A free throw drops for Gobert.
Rudy Gobert is one of the game's dominant big men. He understands how to use his length and his size defensively, and he's figured out how to fit in. This guy is an outstanding screener offensively. I'll tell you, he'll take that all day, every day. I'm sure he was shocked to find himself that wide open.
Edwards drives in. Offensive rebound. Second chance shot. It's deflected. Powell with the steal. And here we go. Powell heading to the hoop. And the dunk by Powell.
Well, credit Norman Powell for the defensive play that sets up that fast break opportunity.
Timberwolves leading by 14. Gobert with a screen for Conley. Pass to McDaniels. Over in the corner, Edwards. Here's Highland. Misses off the left iron. And it's Towns with the ball. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And how about the impact Anthony Edwards has had?
This guy's a real game changer on the floor. Scores it at a high clip. Can play big inside and play big outside. Does everything on the floor with a passion, with a joy, and with a flair. Anthony Edwards is one of the most explosive athletes in the league. He can burn you with his perimeter jump shooting. He's dangerous in transition. And look out, folks, the upside is there.
Here's Highland. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Right side, Conley. Passes to Gobert. And that one falls, coming off Conley's feet. Gobert's got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, this is why Rudy Gobert shoots such an outstanding percentage. He consistently knows what shots to take.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. In recent years, the NBA has opened several international academies. Commissioner Adam Silver says huge numbers of people are playing basketball, but unless you take the best at a young age, get them facing elite competition and training under high-pressure circumstances, they won't develop into NBA caliber players. Kevin?
Well, opening doors, David, that's always a good thing. Expansion. Thank you. Edwards looking it over. Shakes him, and Edwards with the stuff.
Well, Anthony Edwards came into the league with a reputation as a scorer. He is starting to hum a little bit right here.
Leonard on the wing. McDaniels defending. It's stolen by Edwards. Up the floor, Covington with the steal. And now here's George, the fast break opportunity. Leonard on the wing. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Because Kawhi Leonard has such a well-rounded offensive game, it's easy for him to put the defense in a bad position, draws contact there.
Prince is checked in for McDaniel.
2 minutes.
Outside Conley. The dish to Towns. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Outside, George. Zubac finds George. Zubac with the screen for George. Wide open look here for Zubac. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. Timberwolves leading by 17. Outside Conley. 1:22 left in the third. He feeds it to Towns. Stolen by George. Leonard with the ball. Picked up by Edwards. Zubac trying to break loose. And Leonard gets it to go. Leonard's got 4 points in the quarter. Minnesota's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3-ball here. Outside Conley. Gobert in the corner. And he makes good on the layup. Gobert's got 12.
Well, Rudy Gobert is in rhythm, and it's not often you see him dominate from the offensive end, but right now he's cooking.
Zubac a screen on Edwards. The 3 from George. Can't hit that one. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. Outside Conley. Pass to Edwards. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now, 6 for 8 on the night.
Taking the contact in the NBA, such a critical skill. Anthony Edwards, the frame and the game.
Covington Here's Zubac, plenty of space on the mark with the 15-footer.
And just using the natural advantage he has, he can see over the top of the defense.
And he has got such good touch from that medium range area. It's an option they can always go to.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. The Timberwolves on top, up by 15. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the fourth quarter. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. So on the floor for Minnesota, underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Rivers in at the point. Gobert with the block. Now Edwards. Gobert in the corner. Shot clock at 6. Can't hit from in close. Clippers trail by 15. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Austin Rivers. First personal foul. First team.
And here are the Clippers now. Here's Zubac. Good, nice job down low.
Well, exposing a weakness in the defense. That's just way too easy, guys.
And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. It's good from long range.
Edwards, such an explosive scorer. You don't want to concede that three-point shot. Boy, that's going to make him feel good.
Edwards against George. The pass to Covington. Over in the corner, Zubac. Just 5 to shoot. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got 14 rebounds tonight, going after. Rivers surveying the D. Outside, Towns. Rivers against Leonard. Here's Gobert. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Outside Westbrook. It's stolen by Edwards. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Timberwolves.
I think they put an emphasis on attacking the basket, and watching this, you can see why. They have just carved the defense up here with relative ease.
I also like how they've played in the painted area. They've made an effort to work on the inside and convert those chances.
Stolen by Zubac. And now here's George, the fast break opportunity.
He is just not taking smart shots out there, a pattern he has fallen into tonight.
Edwards inside, defended by George. The drive by Gobert.
Well, all that momentum and force, Rudy Gobert, that is pretty.
Westbrook passes to Covington. Count the basket.
Pretty dime there, the kind of ball movement coaches love to see.
Timberwolves leading by 17. Edwards with it. Fires the three. Rebound by the Clippers. Leonard's got his 4th rebound in this one. Feeds it to Westbrook. The shot's good on the assist by George. And that's now 6 points for Russell Westbrook.
Oh, nice work finding the open man by George. Plays like this prove he's a team player.
Gobert finds Edwards. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Rivers gets a wide open look. Westbrook pulls it in. Clippers trail by 15. Outside, George. Pass to Covington. George against Edwards. Outside, George. 4 on the clock. Three-pointer. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. Towns has got 4 rebounds in this game.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness, as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Timberwolves.
What do you think was the deciding factor in this one?
I think you have to look at their field goal percentage. They just shot the ball much better than the opponent, and they were getting great looks all game long.
A very solid win indeed. And when you check out the box score, there were some great numbers for Rudy Gobert.
Boy, I think he made his presence felt in the paint more than anywhere else. This guy's rebounding numbers were outstanding. He controlled the glass.
Catching up on the changes for the Clippers. Plumlee comes in for Ivica Zubac. And Gordon subbed in for Paul George. And they'll get another chance. And it's Gordon missing. Rivers with it. And it's Gordon picking him up. Jacks up a three. The Timberwolves again can't hit. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Westbrook dishes to Gordon. Plumlee sets the pick for Gordon. Out of bounds, Minnesota takes possession.
Ball to the Timberwolves.
Here is Edwards. So it's Minnesota winning this one easily. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead.
I smack clowns with mad style.
Confident. Welcome, everyone, to NBA basketball. And these two teams really get it done on the offensive end. Here we go. Grant, how much of that is the system?
Well, these teams have great systems, but ultimately it's about the players. The coaching takes you a long way, but it's a players' league. You need skilled guys who can execute your system, especially when you're in the playoffs.
Looking at the starting five for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. And it's Conley in at the point guard position. And stolen by Paul. Pass to Durant. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Durant. And here's Conley. And he lobs it up top. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
I mean, how do you stop Gobert on a slam? He's too big, rising up too fast. There's really nothing you can do.
Conley against Paul. Towns on a screen. The kick out to Edwards. And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
The kick out to Edwards. From deep three-point range, that one's good. And it's Towns with the assist.
This is who Towns is, an unselfish, versatile big man with great court awareness. You know, last year was all about forward progress for the Timberwolves, recording their second winning season since 2005, getting on track for future success.
Conley against Paul. Down low. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
One of the league's better floor generals, really over the last decade. Conley plays with an old-school pass-first mindset.
So what do you think the keys are that could help Minnesota continue to grow over last year?
Well, you know, there's always room for guys to improve their game. But I think it's really the intangibles, building trust amongst players and becoming a more mature team.
Pocket 4. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Tipped. In transition. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Pass to Aiden. Paul with it. Back to Octopi from downtown.
And shows hustle and plays hard on defense. Wow. Towns sure knows how to keep his coaches happy.
Here's Edwards. Here he goes. And Edwards slams it in.
Just rising up to the rim.
Man, when he gets up there, he gets up there. You know what I'm saying? Booker finds Paul. Now Durant. And it's slammed in by Durant.
What an athletic play by Durant. This man, what can't he do?
Here's Edwards. And there's the slam. Dunk to finish it off.
When you're trying to stop a guy like this, you have to match his intensity level.
On the wing, Durant. And Durant with the big finish.
How many guys his size can pull up off the dribble and move like that? Durant is the real unicorn.
Edwards with it. Now guarded by Aiden. Gobert. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It's going to be on DeAndre Ayton.
Well, that was clearly a foul. Well, a big trade over the summer, bringing Rudy Gobert to the Wolves. And it's a bit of a fresh start for Gobert, a main star of this team that is loaded with talent, but needed that defensive anchor.
Ball passes to Booker. To the paint. Ooh, Gobert with a steal. Outside Edwards. Gobert with a screen on Booker. It's Edwards with a drive. Boom! He jams it straight down.
And this kind of sick slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they play and a confidence they're not afraid to show.
The shot-making ability of Durant is what makes his pump fake so terrifying. It gets defenders off balance and leads to the foul.
Both good from the line that time.
No surprise there. He's about as automatic as it gets from the stripe. I hope I didn't jinx him.
Outside Edwards. Edwards is doubled. Pass to Conley. McDaniels with it. The three is up. Yes, great play by Conley to set it up. Conley's got 3 assists in the game.
Sort of defining the term floor general. Conley has total command of this offense.
First personal foul. 3rd team foul. At the line for your Suns.
Free throw is good from Durant.
Offensively, Durant might be the most unguardable player in NBA history. He can shoot, dribble, pass, drive, you name it. Everything he does it at a high level on top of being 7 feet tall.
Edwards, a pass to Gobert. 1 second left. And no good. Well, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns Youth Dance Team.
And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves. Minnesota in the lead. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Josh Okogie is out there with Kevin Durant. And it's Ayton in at the 5, down low. That's who's out there for Phoenix.
Now, this is just too easy for Conley. The D can't allow him to get this close to the basket.
Paul with it. Now guarded by McDaniels. And they go to the intentional foul.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
Booker against Edwards. Durant with a screen on Edwards. The kick to Durant. 6 on the shot clock. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Edwards with it. 9 points in the game. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. You know, one expression you hear from a lot of coaches nowadays, threatening drives. What's the value of breaking the paint?
BA, dribble penetration is so important, particularly in today's game. With the spacing and the great shooting on the perimeter, if you can get to the paint, one, you may score at the rim, but if the defense collapses, now you have an opportunity to find an open shooter from 3.
Edwards against Booker. Left side, Edwards. Stolen by Ayton. Paul against Conley. Outside Paul. Screen by Durant. Pass to Okogie. Jacks up a 3. Here's Ayton. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
Yeah, looking at Ayton using all of his height and reach, slamming it down on a helpless defense. And it didn't take long for Phoenix to match the offer sheet Ayton signed with the Indiana Pacers. Now, there was talk they might let Ayton walk after that fallout during their playoff exit. But Phoenix knew they needed to keep Ayton to remain a contender.
Ball against Conley. And Ayton with the stuff.
Grown man strength right there. Ayton just pushing through contact and getting it done.
Edwards, a pass to Towns. Back to Edwards. Towns on a screen. Edwards with it. Durant covering. Booker against Towns. Stolen by Booker. And here the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. Durant with a screen on Edwards. Booker, the pass to Durant. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Ayton. Outside Booker. Over McDaniels. Booker no good.
And he's very confident from that range, but you can't make him off.
Conley passes to Gobert. Okogie on the wing, covered by Towns. Ayton, a screen on McDaniels. Ayton inside, working on McDaniels. Outside Durant. And it's Durant with the finish.
A creative move by Durant. That's a big flex on the defense.
And an intentional foul right there.
Octopi, first personal foul, second team foul.
1:36 left in the first half of this one. Gobert with a screen on Booker, and they double up Edwards. Conley passes to Edwards. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Third team.
Throw good, Edwards.
Taking 2 shots.
And so he makes both from the line. 1:25 left in the second quarter. Outside Booker. Ayton, a screen on Edwards. Booker, pass to Ayton. The kick out to Paul. Outside Durant. Just 4 to shoot. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Gotta be careful how you guard Ayton. He's so creative at finding ways to draw fouls.
Both shots good from the strike. 1:02 left in the first half. Outside Edwards. Picked by Gobert. Edwards with it. Now guarded by Ayton. Here's Gobert. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Gobert's got 10.
And just so mobile at his size. Once Gobert sets the screen, he rolls hard to the right spot.
Durant, pass to Ayton. He can't get it to go. So Minnesota will take it the other way. McDaniels finds Gobert. Outside Conley. Gobert with a screen on Paul. Outside McDaniels. Outside Edwards. There's the drive. And Ayton pulls it down. Here's Okogie. He's guarded by Conley. And Booker, here we go. Ooh, Gobert with a steal. McDaniels inside. And a pretty tightly contested game.
Your Suns, 23. The Timberwolves, 27.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. You know, Kevin Durant has really been making it happen here, guys.
Pretty much the entire first half, he was dominating down low, piling up a ton of dunks.
He has been aggressive, getting into the painted area seemingly at will and wreaking absolute havoc on the defense.
Kicking off the second half, here's Chris Finch's 5. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Conley in at the 1.
First team foul.
Here's Paul. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
The wily vet Paul able to score down low.
Minnesota in the lead. Conley with the ball. Now guarded by Booker. McDaniels from long range. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
Already a terrific career for Booker. 3-time All-Star. And then last year, he was named to the All-NBA first team. Just a big honor. They've really picked up the energy level and have willed themselves back into this game.
And as tired as they might be after fighting to tie it up, they have all the momentum now to finish this comeback.
Towns a screen on Paul. Edwards. And he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now. And with Booker, it's not just the scoring. Grant, he does a little bit of everything.
Hey, B.A., I mean, you go back and look at last season. He had career highs in rebounds, steals, blocks. I mean, he's learned how to affect the game, even when his shot isn't falling, which is rare.
To the wing, right side. Ayton passes to Paul. 4 seconds left. Ooh, and he took a hard foul. And in a game this close, they're going to challenge the call. Coach does not agree with it, and he wants him to take another look at the monitor.
People were worried that this would slow the action down. But with so many close calls in every game, the NBA was smart.
The previous play is under
19.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
The bank shot, no good.
Well, some trips you get the shot you want, it just doesn't fall. I'd go back to him in that area on the floor.
Conley with the ball, now guarded by Ayton. Gobert passes to Conley. And Minnesota calls time here. RJ, you were in the middle of a few trades in your career, to put it lightly. What's that like as a player to get moved around so much?
Thanks for bringing that up so sweetly, Brian. I appreciate that. Look, there's pros and cons to this. It's nice to know that another organization wants you for whatever reason, but it's also tough to leave an organization that you had to connect.
And here comes the coach's challenge. He disagrees with the foul. He does not hesitate to ask for a second look. It's a pretty heated game. Every call matters.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen so many of these personal foul calls still disputed.
The previous play is under review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right.
The ruling on the floor stands.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
And that one falls for Towns. Good on both.
It can help a big man's game to hit those free throws. It keeps the defense from getting too aggressive.
The Suns trailing. Outside Paul. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. The Timberwolves have gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. Conley against Paul. Towns double team. Back to Conley. Inside. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Woo! The whole arena felt packed. Towns can just be merciless on offense.
Here's Paul. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. That's good from Paul. That one's no good.
The thing I love about Chris Paul is that he is so focused on making his teammates better. Every team would love to have a floor general like that.
Conley passes to Towns. The kick out to Edwards. 5 on the clock. And Edwards slams it in.
And adding to this lead right now. Riding a wave of momentum.
Yeah, they've locked in during this stretch. If they keep it up, their lead will only continue to grow.
Durant inside. McDaniels covering. Here's Octopi. Pass to Durant. He hits it just before the shot clock expires. Durant's got 17.
Just maybe the best scoring forward of all time, and by maybe I mean he is. Yet again, it's Durant with a big night.
Conley passes to Gobert, and it's Kevin Durant with the foul. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Booker against Edwards. Gobert with a screen on Booker. Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
And one move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Well, great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate. That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
Conley passes to Edwards. Gobert with a screen on Booker. Here's Edwards. Here's Gobert. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's going to be on DeAndre Ayton.
A defensive stalwart. Gobert knows this team expects him to be their anchor as well as rebound the rock.
The Suns have gone 4 of 8 in the third. Paul against McDaniels. Outside Paul. Pass to Ayton. Paul against McDaniels. And there's Paul. That one's good on the assist from Ayton.
Fantastic decision making. Ayton electing to move it for the high percentage look.
Outside Conley. Outside McDaniels. It's Edwards on the wing. Towns on a screen. Clock at 6. McDaniels passes to Towns. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over. Phoenix calls timeout, and the players take this opportunity to get some Gatorade. Getting some fluids in you is so important during these timeouts. Get fresh, keep those batteries charged.
Yeah, without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a ball game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have to be hydrated.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And it's the Suns with the ball. It's a 5-point game. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Kevin Durant is out there with Josh Octopi, and it's Ayton in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. McDaniels against Ayton. McDaniels passes to Gobert. Here's Edwards out to the right wing. 6 on the shot clock. And so they foul intentionally.
Octopi, second personal foul. First team foul.
Suns on D, trailing by 5. Gobert with a screen on Booker.
Defensively, Ayton's always had the size and length. Where he's really improved is with the angles he takes to the ball.
Paul against Edwards. Paul passes to Ayton. Outside for Booker. Shot clock at 6. Here's Durant. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Durant's got 19 points.
Yeah, even though he's slender, Durant is good at keeping his balance through contact. The man is stronger than he looks.
And the shot's good.
And that's how you lead a team, literally.
Conley against Paul. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Pass to Towns. And here's Edwards. Towns, a screen on Booker. Now Towns from deep. And Booker pulls it down. Here's Durant. And Durant with the big finish.
And what a comeback. Do they have enough left to maintain this energy and get the win?
They've played with a lot of heart to get back in this, and now they've got the other side on their heels with the game winding down.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Now here's Edwards. Pass to Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
You have to love what Gobert is doing on the offensive end so far. Staying active and finding lots of ways to contribute.
Paul against Conley. Outside Durant. Back to Aiden. Ooh, great D that time from Gobert.
Fantastic defense, giving full effort.
Pass to McDaniels. The kick out to Edwards. Ball against Conley. Down to 5 on the shot clock. To the wing on the left. Towns for 3. And Aiden pulls it down. Aiden's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Outside Booker. Durant with a screen on Conley. Okogie on the wing. Oh, no good. Had a chance to take the lead. For Minnesota, they've gone 2 of 5 from the field in this final quarter. Pass to McDaniels. Aiden with it. Towns covering. And a foul call. Looks like he had a clear path to the basket. They'll get one free throw, and they'll keep possession here. First free throw is good, and that narrows the gap to 1.
The odds are in KD's favor here. He's a very consistent free throw shooter.
See, it's easy to see why his teammates trust him. He's a leader on this team and loves coming up huge in the clutch.
Paul against Conley. Paul passes to Durant. So they take the lead. Durant's got 12 points here in the second half.
They needed points, and KD comes through. Who else did you expect?
Got it.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
And his team needs every bit of his production if they want to pull this one out. It is neck and neck here in the final period.
It's blocked by Gobert. Minnesota's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Conley with the ball. Now guarded by Aiden. Gobert. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Gobert often hits for a higher percentage from the field than he does from the line, but they really need his free throws here.
That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line. And that gives him a lead.
It wasn't perfect, but it was enough to give them a lead.
Gobert against Paul. Outside Durant. And that's an intentional foul.
They'll need to make some major adjustments to compensate for him fouling out with the game on the line.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Prince has checked in.
And Durant is a closer. He's ready to set up when his team needs him.
And just incredible confidence at the free throw line. That is how you win close games.
Edwards against Booker. Edwards, here we go. And he buries it.
Talk about stepping up in a big way.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Paul with it, and it's Gobert picking him up. Outside Paul. Ayton.
Money. Clutch points from Ayton. We've seen him do it in the finals. DeAndre is a prime-time player.
Gobert with a screen on Booker. To the middle. Stolen by Booker. And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
Yeah, no choice but to foul in that situation. Although, that's not the guy you want to send to the free throw line.
Well, Booker is consistent from the free throw line, so he can absolutely get it all done here. And those were some big-time shots. Those free throws helping make this a three-point game.
Timeout called. The Timberwolves. They trail by 3. Just 4 seconds left in the game. Unable to get the ball in bounds, and they got called for a 5-second violation.
Just lost his head out there. It'll happen if you're pushing a little too hard.
So a close game sees Phoenix taking this one. Allie, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. This is Brian Anderson saying thanks for watching. We'll see you.
I smack clowns with mad style.
Here on 2K. Sports can't wait to get some NBA action going. Hey, Brent, tonight we got a terrific matchup in the backcourt. Let's rewind here a little bit, go back to when you played. Who were some of the guards you really enjoyed playing against?
What if I start with the list of the guys, Kevin, I didn't enjoy playing against? If I named Allen Iverson, Mitch Richmond, oh, and of course, Michael Jordan. Not the funnest nights at work, if you get my drift, but I did love playing one John Barry.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Robert Covington out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Westbrook in at the point. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Brent, looking back, the Clippers have really put things together over the last decade.
They have. Injuries have been a factor the past couple seasons, so they haven't competed at the level certainly that their owner wants to, but they're trying to keep this core group of guys together. And if they do that and they get health, a lot of talent there and a lot of guys who've done it on the biggest of stages. Well, Westbrook involving his teammates is one thing, but not missing guys wide open, that helps.
Paul against Westbrook. For 3, Octopi. Durant deciding where to go with it. Just 4 to shoot. Over Leonard. Great D that time from Leonard.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
Outside, Covington. Wow, drew the contact, and that 3 almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws. It's on Kevin Durant.
Well, a key piece in a couple of huge NBA trades. There's no doubt that teams value Robert Covington and his ability to play defense and shoot the 3.
And he nails the 3rd. Something you noticed about these Suns last year was their offensive talents, Brent. It could be seen from top to bottom.
Man, they got plenty of great shooters on the floor. Obviously, one of the great distributors of all time in Chris Paul. And with these guys scoring in a variety of ways, really tough to defend from inside, outside, and the deadly mid-range of your leader.
Now here's Paul. Back to Durant. Leonard with the steal. It's George on the wing. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And when you look at Paul George, I mean, he's been in the middle of a couple monster trades.
Well, PG exchanged for 2 future All-Stars in Sabonis and Oladipo going to Indy. And then that massive trade to LA, the Thunder got SGA, a boatload of picks. It just shows you how much value Paul George has. And trust me, he's very much valued by the team he's on.
And Leonard has it in the corner. Covington against KD. Leonard kicks to Westbrook. Kicks it out to Leonard. Launches a 3. Hits the 3-point bomb.
Came into the league and struggled from the 3-point line. Kawhi Leonard has made his weakness a strength.
Here's Octopi. Ayton a screen on Covington. Octopi the pass to Durant. Just 5 on the clock. And the layup's good off the glass.
And that's where Kevin Durant's length really pays off on the inside. Hard to hold him back without fouling.
George with the bucket. George has got 6.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
Paul finds Ayton. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in.
He's not going to miss an opportunity to find a teammate. Chris Paul delivers.
George double teamed. Zubac's the pass to George. Here's Leonard. Takes it inside, and then Leonard with the dunk.
And that's Boardman living up to his name. Kawhi on the inside.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Paul outside. Pass to Ayton. Stolen by Zubac. Here's Westbrook, and he goes big with the dunk right over DeAndre Ayton.
And he keeps diligently working hard to try and perfect that part of his game. Westbrook can't help but to make guys look a little foolish off the bounce.
And here are the Clippers. They're on a 15-6 run. Zubac with the screen for Covington. Stolen by Durant. And Phoenix pushing it up now. And then Durant with the dunk.
And Durant still has that flush. Just an easy deuce for him.
On the wing, George. Defended by Booker. Leonard. Kicks it out to Covington. Leonard against Booker. And here's Covington from the arc. That shot off. Now the Suns take it the other way. Covington with the steal. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. George passes to Zubac. Leonard with the ball. Here's Westbrook. Zubac trying to break loose. Westbrook can't get it to go. Now here's Durant. 6 points for him. Great D that time from Leonard. And we reached the end of the first quarter. The Clippers on top. They lead by 5.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns Youth Dance Team.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
They've been so aggressive, going strong at the defense, looking to score off of that penetration.
And they've sort of assumed control of this game with their pressure defensively. They've been into the ball handler. They've done a great job of swarming. So they're creating some turnovers that they're capitalizing on.
Here are the 5 the Clippers have to start the second. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Ivica Zubac is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Westbrook in at the 1 spot. George with no one around. From outside off the mark. Suns trail by 3. Paul surveying the floor. The dish now to Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
The big guy going up and trying to rip that rim off.
And it's Westbrook with the ball. Brings it up for Los Angeles.
Young big men, though, often struggle to find consistency. But you look at Ayton's first 4 seasons, the numbers are almost identical year to year.
Mason Plumlee's checked in for Los Angeles. Norman Powell comes in for Kawhi Leonard.
Just cutting right there to the spot he wanted to get to. Paul George being very aggressive on that play.
Durant with the screen on Westbrook. And Katie, here we go. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got 4 assists in the game. And for Ayton, the numbers are impressive indeed, averaging a double-double every season.
And he's got all the tools. Next steps, making more plays for others, and they've been working on his shooting range to open up the lane a bit more.
And so here's Phoenix. The Clippers getting the bucket. Ayton finds Booker. 5 on the clock. Covington with the steal. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Outside, George. And they go to the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Puts it up off the inbound.
This is what the coaches are asking from DeAndre Ayton. It helps when he hustles and works extra hard on D.
The shot's good. George has got 12.
When a player gets a feel for that floater, it can really make things tough on defenders. You're just not sure how to guard him and where your point of commitment is.
Now here's Ayton. He has 6. Count that one.
DeAndre Ayton happy to shoot at that range. Nice stroke.
Clippers leading by 3. Westbrook kicks to Plumlee. Covington passes to Westbrook. Plumlee sets the pick for George. Down low. And stolen by Ayton. Fast break. Here come the Suns. Stolen by Westbrook. Outside, George. George missing again. Suns have gone a perfect 4 of 4 since the second quarter began. Perfect from the field.
Have After missing the playoffs for 10 consecutive seasons, boy, the Suns not only got to the postseason in 21, they made it all the way to the finals. So what a turnaround for that franchise.
4 on the shot clock. Covington with the steal. Here's Westbrook. Finds the hole for the second time from the floor. Now 2 for 5.
Well, this is Westbrook just being an ultra competitor. He gets in there and the defense has nothing to do.
It's been quite a turnaround, hasn't it, Brent, for Phoenix? Ever since they acquired Chris Paul in that trade from Oklahoma City, they've been a different team.
Yeah, and I don't think you can really give enough credit to what it is that Chris Paul has brought, along with the combination and relationship that he has with Monty Williams. I mean, that leadership with that young roster and giving those guys belief has elevated the play of everybody who's put on that uniform.
Now Durant, following the miss by DeAndre Ayton from deep. Count that bucket. Durant's got 4 points this quarter.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And George kicks to Powell. Westbrook finds Covington. And it's KD with the rebound. The Suns trail by 5. Stolen by Westbrook. And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Third team foul. Clippers substitution. Marcus Morris Sr. Eric Gordon.
Plumlee in the post. Ayton's there. Here's Highland, defended by Paul. Just 5 to shoot. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
That's some physical defense against Morris, who attacks with one of his many moves, and we'll just see what he does here at the line. And really the smart thing would be to hold for the last shot.
Every second right now is valuable to you. That should be their strategy.
Booker, no good. And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Morris.
Now, I'm all for the crowd interacting with the players, but not so much the players interacting with the crowd. That one, errant pass.
Here's Durant. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Durant's got 12 in the game.
Yeah, little you can do now to slow him down. Durant's such a phenomenal offense.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back.
22. The Clippers. 27.
First half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You look at Paul George in this game, guys, he's been everywhere.
The burst he's had when going at the rim has been fantastic. A lot of strong finishes through 2 quarters.
This is why the best athletes in the world play this game. If he finds a hole, he rips through and throws it down.
Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Durant is out there with Ayton. And it's Okogie in at the 3 spot. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Monty Williams. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit. That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Greg, you look at a player putting up big numbers on a losing team. How do you determine if those are quality numbers, so to speak?
You know, Kevin, it's a great question because somebody's going to put up points or collect rebounds or get assists. So, you know, you look at efficiency, you look at effort, and there's no doubt that you can have winning players on losing teams.
Well, despite his outward demeanor, Durant plays with so much passion, takes the hit, still able to convert.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far. The Clippers in the lead. And they double up Gordon to the wing right side. Pass to Powell. Morris with a screen on Paul. Out to Morris. Three-pointer. And it's Ayton with the rebound. And here's Ayton. He'll bring it up for the Suns. They haven't given up any points here in the second half.
So impressive. The fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
Well, they didn't really have a choice at the position that they were. They had to fight hard. They've gotten that. They've outworked the other team. Just fighting tonight.
Here's Ayton, and Ayton throws it down.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
Execution with pace. That's a bad turnover that simply was telegraphed.
And the Clippers going with a whole new group out there. Well, Brent, Chris Paul is undoubtedly one of the smartest players in the NBA.
And that's why he's been able to maintain such a high level of play for so long. As one of his teammates said, he has an IQ that's going to keep him on the floor until he's 50. Part of the lean years in Los Angeles, I was there, unfortunately. It's incredible to see that this franchise has become a better winning percentage team than the Lakers in the past decade.
And there's KD. That's good on the assist by Paul. KD's got the lead up to 2 now for Phoenix. Clippers shooting pretty good tonight at 48%. Pass to Westbrook. It's good. Westbrook's got the game tied up here for the Clippers. And Brent, that Clippers turnaround, did you see that coming?
I mean, not in this way, Kevin. Certainly it's been a lot of outside factors that have gotten the Clippers to this point. But with the ownership and the enthusiasm behind what the owner brings to the table and wanting to make this team viable, they're in position to make some great noise if they find their health. So healthy for the league to have 2 teams in LA that can be this good.
Here's George after the Suns pick up 2. Zubac kicks to Westbrook. Back to Zubac. Stolen by Durant. Phoenix, another fast break opportunity here. 2 points. That one goes. And the Suns lead by 4.
Now you're pretty confident that Chris Paul is going to make the right decision with the basketball.
Back to George. George double team. Clippers moving the ball around. 2 open that time. Made it look too easy. Leonard's got 8.
Kawhi confident in that shot there. Just gets the ball. And he really didn't waste any time.
Booker against George. Booker dishes to KD. 6 to shoot. The shot from the low post is good. KD's got 21 in the game.
And that's a 6'11" guy handling the rock. Coming off the pick, amazing skill level on Durant's part.
Outside Leonard. Covington setting the pick for Leonard. Outside Covington. Clippers working now with the new shot clock. Zubac, that's good.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, you just can't afford to give up second chance opportunities again and again.
Now here's Paul to the inside. Ayton kicks to Paul. Misses the 3.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him. And that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
Tied by Booker, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's on Kawhi Leonard.
And Booker is tremendous at driving to the inside, throws himself at the D to get the call.
Man, Devin Booker is a true shooter. A walking bucket, always ready to let it fly.
And the proof is right there in the numbers, Greg. I mean, 2 seasons in a row, he's been top 10 in field goal attempts. So he knows how, when, and where to get that ball up.
Gordon and Durant sends it back.
Instinct, timing, length. KD, great D.
And KD throws it down.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that
when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Man, when a guy like Chris Paul is hustling out there, it's good.
The third quarter comes to a close. Suns lead by 5. And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. Stay with us. And how about a look now at our assist to the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth, Powell is out there with Marcus Morris. Then it's Plumlee, and there's Gordon, and it's Highland in at the point.
Ayton more and more having these kind of nights from the center position, lighting up the scoreboard.
Here's Highland, and it's Durant with the rebound. KD's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Over to the left wing. Octopi for 3. Plumlee with the rebound. Clippers trail by 6. To the middle. And the Clippers call time here. We've seen Kevin Durant really having a great game.
And they simply have no answer right now for what he's doing to them. He is making them pay.
And the Clippers with a whole new lineup now. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, during the last break, I heard Tyronn and Lou talking with his team. He said, we're too concerned with their shooters right now. We've got to close off the inside. They are gutting us. He pleaded with his guys. Come on, let's take a stand. Kevin?
Thank you, David.
And for Westbrook, you talk about playing with a controlled intensity. And when he does that, he's unstoppable.
Paul passes to Ayton. Outside Durant. Back to Ayton. Stolen by Zubac. Westbrook drives in. That falls. Nice feed that time from Leonard.
You think about the growth of Kawhi Leonard's game, where in the first few seasons had very few assists as a playmaker, and now it's a key part of his game.
Here's Paul. Cross contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Yeah, no stopping him on that play. Sometimes even the taller defenders are helpless to stop him.
George double teamed, centered on the wing. Drills it from outside.
And this is where PG, at his height, because of his size, he's got that advantage to see over the defense and locate the open man.
Here's Paul. Lays it up off the glass. Paul's got 5 points now this quarter.
Just so reliable. I mean, that basket there will give them a little bit more of a cushion.
Here's Zubac, and the dunk by Zubac.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Here's Paul.
Now, Chris Paul, when he gets into those tight spots, he becomes pretty smart in that.
Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Suns.
They bullied the defense here in the paint. Look at all of those buckets inside. Just hard to defend in the paint.
Well, they've also put an emphasis on driving inside in this game. The defense hasn't been able to stop them from finding those gaps.
Back to George.
Not afraid that time as PG goes right at the defense to make that play happen.
The first one falls.
And they haven't let points get away from them at the line tonight. That's always something that'll allow a coaching staff to breathe a little easier.
And he's the one person that the coaching staff and the teammates love to see at the line in a tight ball game. You can pretty much bank on these.
Ball goes in, stolen by Zubac. Outside for George to tie it up. No good, shot missing. So Phoenix will take it the other way. Ball outside. 1:46 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Ayton. Moves back up. And the rejection by Zubac. Timeout called. The Suns. They're up by 2. There's a minute 34 left in the fourth quarter of this one. And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession. There's a minute 34 left here in the fourth quarter. Clock at 4. Ball gets to Durant. Rebound, Kawhi Leonard. Leonard's got 7 rebounds in the game. Driving to the basket. George against Booker. George passes to Leonard. Back to George. Oh, wow, a huge basket to tie the game.
Well, your best players want to take on the burden come clutch time, and Paul George carrying the weight right now.
Westbrook against Paul. High post, KD. Money!
That is world class.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
Westbrook passes to Covington. It drops. And tie game. That is a huge basket right there.
Calm, cool, and Covington. Big time shot.
And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for the Phoenix Suns. Here's the drive. Oh, off target. Phoenix calls timeout. And Robert Covington picks up the foul. That's his first foul. 11 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, and do you see Chris Paul sweating right now? I don't.
Westbrook feeling it out a bit. It's off.
Yeah, the defender all over.
So the first one drops, and that narrows the gap to 1. And so he hits both.
You can't have any more pressure on you than he had at the line right there. Shows you what he's made up as he's able to tie it up.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Westbrook. Here's Durant. Oh, couldn't sink the shot, and we're going to overtime. And now we get set for overtime in what has been a stirring contest.
Here we go.
Paul with the ball. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Plumlee out there with Robert Covington, and it's Westbrook in at the point guard position. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
Ayton up there just to drop it in and take some of that rim with them.
The Clippers trail. Now George kicks it out to Leonard to take the lead. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Ayton's got 6 rebounds here tonight. And here is Paul. Just 5 on the clock. A three-pointer off the mark. Clippers shooting 51% from the field. They'll take that. Outside, Covington. Leonard dishes to George. And then George with the jam.
Go ahead and lead him, Paul George. Stepping up. Huge shot at this moment in the game.
And Booker kicks to KD. The Clippers grab the miss.
That's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play at such a high level offensively.
Paul with the ball. Now Covington defending. Ayton inside. And he gets it to go. Ayton's got 19 points.
How about that? Ayton showing why he was picked first overall. That's a reason.
Leonard with this screen on Paul. Leonard inside, defended by Paul. He gets that one. Leonard's got it all tied up now for the Clippers.
And as a defender, you are left somewhat helpless to stop that. Leonard with too many moves in his arsenal and a flood of ice water in his veins.
Over to the wing for three, Octopi. Here's Ayton. Yes!
And how about that? Ayton stepping up, wanting the pressure.
To take the lead, it's money from deep.
Man, I'll tell you what, the pressure is cranked up. Who better to call than this guy?
Ayton sets the pick for Paul. Ayton in the high post. Paul against Westbrook. Paul passes to KD. To the paint. It's tipped. Plumlee with the steal. Outside Covington. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Yeah, you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
And so they foul intentionally.
Yeah, no way that should have taken so long. They don't have that much time to waste. They need to foul immediately.
How many times have we seen Paul George single-handedly just close out games by himself? We'll see if this is one of those times. Well, important there to have the three-point lead because only a three can tie it up now.
Outside Durant to tie. No good there. So it's Los Angeles taking the W in a close. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up, folks.